Ciao guys, I am so excited for today's recipe video. It is going to be delicious, zestful, and perfect for a modern Mediterranean summer. Look how pretty. I'm gonna go over real quick what today's theme of the recipe video is. It was all based off of these last 3 lemons, which I'm only gonna use 1. I have 2 other recipe videos coming that will use these other 2 lemons, but it was all based off of knowing I really wanted to use these lemons that I got while I was at my aunt's house in Italy. Currently living in Ohio, I don't get my hands on incredible lemons, and knowing I have such an incredible lemon, I wanted to use the whole lemon. In true Mediterranean cooking, there's always zero waste, as much as possible zero waste, and there's so many nutrients in things that we end up usually throwing away from the produce that we chop up and cut and cook and all of that stuff. So I really wanted to use this entire lemon, minus the seeds, of course. And so I knew I had to start off with something that I never stop talking about, won't stop talking about, in my future cookbook one day. Fingers crossed it can happen sometime soon, will be probably the most important section of my future cookbook: sauces. Sauces are so important because they are the biggest flavor to everything that you're cooking, and the Mediterranean diet is all about single whole food ingredients. And if you can make and master a handful of sauces that you love, that brings those single wholesome ingredients together and makes it so delicious. I have so many sauces on my website, but I really wanted to showcase an old sauce that I made. I wanted to bring it back to life in a really cool summery way: a grilled lemon sumac salsa verde. I'm gonna run through as much as I can before actually heading out to the grill because it is 98 degrees out, but I promised myself to make this recipe video, so I'm following through, and I know that I'm going to be soaking in sweat after I do that. So first and foremost, I'm gonna start out with the beautiful star of the show, the recipe that's going to make this whole menu come to life and come together, which is the charred lemon sumac salsa verde. A sauce that is so commonly used, and there's so many variations to it in the Mediterranean. And for me, the basicness of it is it's olive oil and herbs together to make a sauce. 2 of the most quintessential things about the Mediterranean diet is eating fresh herbs and eating really high quality olive oil. You will see that the sauces in the Mediterranean are not complex. They are very minimalistic because you want to taste the ingredients that you're eating that the sauces go on. We have 400 salad dressings here in America. The #1 salad dressing you will see all across Europe is either vinegar and oil or lemon and oil, or all 3. It's just so delicious. It enhances whatever you're eating, whatever ingredient you're eating, because you're also supposed to taste that ingredient as well. You're not supposed to cover up all the food with sauce because you have such high quality food that you're eating. Something so traditional also about salsa verde that I opted out of is putting anchovies. I don't love anchovies, but if you love anchovies, make a paste out of 1 or 2 anchovies, get them in olive oil themselves. If you don't have anchovies, but you love that umami salty goodness, Worcestershire would be delicious as well as a sub, or even some soy sauce. I'm such an eyeballer recipe maker, unfortunately, and what I really love about salsa verde is it's really just what are the herbs you have in your fridge. So I use both parsley and cilantro because I love the combination. Cilantro is not so common, but I really love cilantro. I think it's a beautiful, really zingy, delicious herb. Some basil, but you know, mint would be a great thing, dill would be a great thing, and then I used some scallions, so some green onions, because I love a really fresh, vibrant, oniony flavor. I don't like a really heavy onion flavor. I wanted to use an onion that was herby, but you could also use chives. And another thing that I really tried to embrace when I was cutting up all the herbs to put in the salsa verde is we gotta get more into eating the stems as well. I try to remove as many stems as possible, but you don't have to be too picky about removing stems as long as you chop it pretty finely. It's some more fiber, some more nutrients, less waste. We like that here on the modern Mediterranean Caroline show, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so what else went into this? A little bit of red wine vinegar. You're gonna see I'm really loving that today. It's kind of going into a few things, but if you don't like red wine vinegar or don't happen to have it, you can use apple cider, white wine vinegar, of course, liquid gold, extra virgin olive oil, high quality. You know the checklist. You've seen it by now, probably, if you've watched my videos. High quality olive oil matters so much. Fresh garlic, you'll never ever see pre-minced garlic in my fridge. And then the only thing missing at this point is the grilled lemons, which I have pre-sliced. I don't normally like to use plastic cutting boards, but I am not going to lose a single ounce, a single speck of juice that comes from these lemons. So I love the plastic cutting board just because you can fold it and scrape all that extra juice that fell off in the original time cutting them. And then when I go to dice them up pretty finely for the salsa, I'll be able to salvage all that juice again, because it's gonna go flying everywhere, and it would break my heart for all that amazing lemon juice to just sink into the wood. So not always a plastic person. I try not to use plastic when I can, plus it's pretty ugly and not very aesthetic cutting board, but it came in handy. And then the other part that I'm gonna grill up first is some just thick, really good, easy grilling veg. I'm gonna cover it in some avocado oil. These are the 3 Mediterranean summer veg that you see grilled all the time. Zucchini, I like to cut the zucchini like the way they usually do in Italy when I go have grilled veggies, and eggplant and bell peppers. They don't usually serve grilled veg hot. It's usually room temperature or even kind of cold. It's a great thing to prep, especially when you got the grill going. So I have 1 tray, but I have another tray of the exact same kind. I'm grilling double the amount of veg that I would need because it's gonna last me the whole week. It's such a yummy way to make veg. Pouring sweat, but we're not gonna focus on that. I managed to grill the lemons, which turned out perfect. I'm gonna wait to cut them until they're fully cool, because the hotter they are, the more juices I'm gonna lose when I go to cut those lemons. And then I couldn't keep the grill at 500 or lower. I turned the grill down as low as I could. Guys, I'm so sweaty. But again, do not grill if it's 90 degrees. Don't be an idiot. Hi, Lucy. I have to do this for work to get this video done, but the veg got super charred. I salvaged like 70% of it. There's some that are just really charred, which I don't mind. I shouldn't admit to you how much I love burnt grilled food. But, so I got the grilled veg. I'm sick of the same 3 fish. We see Lucy's walking around. If you hear her little pitter patter, I'm sorry about that. She's looking for snacks. You always see salmon. I mean, salmon is so good for us, but it's like not the only fish that exists out there. I just have a theory that because of its color, it looks prettier. So I feel like we see it all over social media. And then a lot of other fish are a little bit more expensive, which is understandable, especially for me because I live in Ohio. But I had some wild caught red snapper on sale yesterday at Whole Foods. I only got a pound. All the recipes I'm making today would technically be good for 2 pounds of fish, so to serve 4 people, but I only got a pound because I didn't really want to get $60 worth of fish. I asked for a beautiful fillet, so that's another thing about going to get some quality fish is you can ask for what you want. So I got a nice thick centerpiece that's gonna grill really, really evenly. Like, look how pretty. How I like to do fish is I pat it dry and then I coat it with just a touch of avocado oil because I'm putting it on the grill at such high heat. I want to use avocado oil instead of olive oil because I don't want to burn olive oil, and I don't want any flavor from the oil because I'm adding my sumac-blackened seasoning, keeping with the sumac theme. I made this seasoning last year. I love it so much. I took out the garlic and the onion from this seasoning. Already having onion and garlic in my salsa, I didn't want to overdo it. I really love this spice rub so much. It's gonna be so delicious and give this fish a lot of color since we're kind of going to grill it on a bed of lemons because they're gonna get really fishy flavored, and I didn't want to put that in the salsa verde. I wanted to do lemons on their own and use kind of cheaper generic lemons for the bed of this fish. I feel like the spiciness is gonna go so well with the herbaceous lemony goodness. Dripping in sweat, but the good news is grilled veg, done. Grilled lemons, they need to be chopped, and then salsa verde, done. I have the fish on the grill, so we're just waiting for that to be done. So the last recipe that we're making is going to be a really fresh take on potato salad. Potatoes are huge on the Mediterranean diet, incredible carb source. Truthfully, I've never even had potato salad, but this is what I would do if I was told to make a potato salad. A really cold, refreshing potato dish. Put them all in a pot with some water and salt, brought them up to a boil, and then cooked them until they were al dente. All I'm gonna do is add the salsa verde. Insane flavor, moisture, dressing, goodness. And then to amp it up a little bit and make it a little bit more potato salad-y, I have some capers, which I feel like I've been seeing a lot go into potato salads. And then I made the quickest pickle on earth. Honestly, don't even know if it classifies, but I made some quick little red onion pickles. Just basically thinly sliced red onions, added some boiling hot water, red wine vinegar, a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar. Have been letting them sit now for 4 hours. I'm so excited to finally sit down and eat. You hear Lucy chugging some water back there. She was trying to go outside with me. That didn't work out well. But I have my final plate here, the meal that is just so easy if you're not trying to film making it. So easy. I have so much sauce left over, which is gonna last me all week. I'm gonna use it on salads. I'm gonna use it on grains. I have so many ideas. I have the amazing potatoes. My mouth is watering. I want these potatoes so bad. And then the grilled veg. This plate looks amazing. I'm gonna go in for a big ol' potato. That was a big potato. Incredible. The lemon is really strong, but really palatable because you grilled it, you cooked it. It's really, really nice. It adds such astringency. I tried to use a vocab word, I can't even say it. It's so delicious. Don't knock it until you try it. If you're like, Caroline, no way in hell am I grilling a lemon and eating it whole. Zest the lemon, cut it in half, grill it on the cut side down, and then just squeeze that into the sauce. The spices complement the freshness and citrusy goodness of the sauce. I love this fish because it does so well on the grill. It's nice and thick and meaty. And I loved that it was a super thick cut, so it needed a little bit longer on the grill. It gave me more time to finish everything up. Perfection. Everything turned out so amazing. Honestly, I was gonna eat one more bite, but I just wanna sit down so badly, guys, and relax and eat this plate. And that, my friends, is my lemony summer menu. As you guys know, I love a sauce, so the whole point of this entire recipe video is just to show you how a sauce can be so many things, add so much flavor, just be the thing that you need to master in your cooking and in your modern Mediterranean lifestyle way. So I hope you got something out of this video. Please let me know in the comments what you're most excited to try. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you create a very, very zestful day. Ciao.